Hello, listeners of the podcast. This is Dopey and Bandit here. So the content, I guess the episode you're fixing to listen to, is fairly old. We recorded it, I think, about a month or two ago now. So some of the subject matter is a little outdated, but nonetheless, we wanted to give you guys something to listen to know that we still tried to make something entertaining. I don't know. I think it's funny. I think it's not retarded. Bandit, what do you think?
It's been so long, I barely even remember what is in the content, so unfortunately I have not much to add, but again, sorry viewers that actually give a crap about the podcast. Yeah, as you probably saw in the post, it's going to be revamped. It's going to get dished out a lot faster. It was just too much work for everybody, especially Dopey since he does all the editing by himself. So we hope you enjoy the last big chunk of work that we did, and that maybe you'll enjoy the smaller chunks that we get done every week or every other week, depending on how we do it.
Do you really have to put it in terms of chunks? Like big chunk, small chunk?
I guess there was, I don't know, we're winging this. I have no idea how I should have said it.
Alright, well, without further ado, this is the JAWA podcast, episode 4, On the Road to Fail, Set Sail. Okay, enjoy, y'all.
The fire will rise!
It already has. Hey everyone, this is the episode 4 of the JAWA podcast. I'm your host, forever and always Dopey. We got a couple of different speakers here this time around, as requested from the community. I've got Fox, North Star, Jasp, and Tao here with us. Today we're going to be discussing a few things. First off, how's everyone today?
Doing fine.
Feeling a little under the weather, but I'm okay.
A whole different day.
I am great.
Alright, good going. So we have a couple things we're going to talk about in this month's installment of Dopey's BS. We're going to start with a small discussion on the recent LOA, leave of absence, that Link went on. There were some recent Super 20 rule changes, and we'll discuss those. Our beloved member Nightmare received a contribution award. We're going to talk about him and his workload. And maybe just a general discussion about the clan, see where everyone's head's at. So we'll segue right into it with the monthly BS. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to get started with the monthly BS, monthly discussion of all the previous happenings in June and a little bit before that, prior to episode 3's release. Starting up first, we're going to talk about Link, who went on a sort of big leave of absence and left a few folks in charge. I think there was an exchange of 2 leadership tags, and maybe some behind the scenes work that not everyone got a chance to witness. I do believe it was Helena who first wore the leader tags, and then a short time after that, Baneth got a chance to sport him for one day after Helena suffered some electrical issues. So I want to turn it over to North Star first. North Star was your counsel, so maybe you had a bit more of an experience than we did on what happened exactly with that LOA and how things kind of felt within the council.
Well, we do a lot of different stuff in the council, and basically the alliance stuff that Bandith helped out with, doing all of that, and all the other work that was just thrown in on us while Link was away, Helena lost power, and Diab was away too. We had, 4 active council member at that time. It was just pretty tough.
How do you feel that that Helena did while she was leader? Not in a secretive kind of like, you know, I don't want to hear about necessarily what your opinion of her was as a council member, but maybe as just a member, like how you felt that she produced that leader role.
I personally had no problems with her. I wasn't on the server much when she was on. I mean, I can't really tell you how she held the leader tag at all.
Okay. Tal, did you get a chance to work with Helena at all as she was leader, or see much of her?
Oh yeah, I was there when she first announced the fact that she was anointed a leader position. I felt like she was pretty, level-headed when she was the leader. She didn't really try to be anything she wasn't. She basically performed like any other council member, and all in all, was pretty good.
So good experiences. Everyone was pretty happy. Fox, I know you had a little bit of stint of an LOA, so yeah, did you have any kind of interaction with her, or formed any kind of opinion of her?
Well, it's not really that. I mean, I was there when it happened as well. She kind of interrupted during the explanation of your event to announce this, which I really don't understand why a leader was designated during his LOA. I mean, he's gone on leave before, and he's never done that. So it kind of confused me as to why we needed a leader delegated.
I was clutching my fists during the whole speech she gave.
Because it was during her event.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's like, oh, why couldn't this wait?
I don't mind ever being upstaged. It's okay. But I mean, she was there. She tagged up, and I didn't see anything really rough go on. I think we had this discussion, didn't we? The last podcast, who would be Link's successor, which was kind of ironic, and that was a very short time ago, and she ended up being the leader.
I guessed right.
Were you the one who said Helena?
Yes.
Nice. Jasp, dare I ask you how you kind of felt that Helena was the leader and her role? How do you think she did?
She did fine. I figured if anyone was going to be the leader, that would be the one that passed me as a council. She took my job. She did great. She did a great job.
So all in all, Helena, everyone give her a round of applause. Hit your titty, whatever. Good job, Helena. That's
what?
all I got, man. I can't I guess I can hit my arm, whatever. So that's good. And Bandith, he got a day of it, I think. I didn't see much, if anything, that he got a chance to really work with. So yeah. Oh yeah, North. The workload that was spread out. How was the workload tough? It was just 4 council members. Do you feel like it was there definitely is a need for a full 6 or 7 constantly to be active?
It would have helped with 6 or 7. I mean, me myself, I took a big workload on doing most everything that came towards me. I passed off a couple things to other people, but other than that, we could have had more people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let's segue over to Super 20. We got some documentation up here about the Super 20. There have been some controversial disputes with certain members. It looks like avoiding matches that came up with the new rule that Wolfie posted. I think yesterday actually was the actual complete rule, where it dictates that everyone must participate in at least one Super 20 match every 3 weeks. Failure to do so will result in their removal from the tournament, so on and so forth. Now, out of everyone here, I know I'm a Super 20 participant. Northstar, you've kind of stayed away from that whole competition. Fox and Jasper, you guys part of it?
I am not. Actually, I've been thinking that I might want to get involved because there's 3 spots open, right? But I'm not really sure how that would do with these inactivity rules now. I just gotta get more active first.
Jasp, you're also in the super. You are in the Super 20, right? Right.
Yeah, I'm on a low spot right now. I guess I have to climb the ladder, but yeah, it's not going too smooth when, you know, people are a little bit inactive right above me. Saya just got past me, so I have to catch up with him soon. And
Okay, so the new rule obviously may serve in good graces to you, since you are probably one of the more active yellow ranked individuals. Hopefully Fox may one day take a page out of your book and get his tush back in the server on at least a weekly basis. I know, Fox, we need more of you. We need more Fox, and we need it now. What do you say?
There will be plenty to go around.
I can't wait to get my cut.
I'm waiting to get a bite out of Fox.
Oh jeez.
I hate to ask, this is kind of off topic, but you and Wolfie, is there ever any kind of like you guys ever like, you know, kind of talk to each other? Hey, I'm a kind of a dog and you're kind of a dog.
Battle of the furries.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if they ever came to a showdown and y'all put a furry outfit on, could we get maybe a real life duel with like, you know, dog biscuits or something?
I'm pretty
That's
sure
fine.
that will never happen.
Alright, Tal, you're not in the Super 20, so actually, yeah, it runs about 2 out of the 5 here are part of Super 20. Does this rule entice anyone that's not currently in the Super 20 to possibly join? Fox, you mentioned actually making it less likely for you, I know, because of your activity. So, Tau and Northstar, does this help you guys out at all? Northstar first.
I've actually been thinking about jumping into the Super 20. I've been dabbling around with it. I don't know yet. I'm still up in the air about it.
I know you've never been a big one for competition, just for, you know, what are your own personal thoughts on that?
It definitely will help keep in fresh people and who are inactive. Like, I've seen Ford once or twice on the server, and I haven't seen Red Shadow lately. It'll free up those spots so people like Jasp can challenge higher up.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Tal?
Well, first of all, I am in on the Super 20. I'm number 9 right now.
Snap, I need to be quiet.
No, it's good, but I like the rule. I like the rule that the inactivity rule, because it will entice people to join more so, because, you know, for activity reasons, and people feel like, you know, fighting Zoo way up there, but he's never on, is kind of a difficult situation because, you know, of inactivity or real life situations, stuff like that. So I feel like the rule is a good rule in general.
Okay, so the rule, you know, kind of looks like a good move, and what Wolfie and Kirby decided to do, I like it. I'm a big fan of it. You know, when you are challenged, you should be there to be challenged, and you also should be available to be challenged. So I like it. Thumbs up from, I guess, everyone around here. No grumple bottoms about it. And there's also a couple of pages that have been added. There's, I think, one page that dictates, you know, all the participants and what challenges they have met. Jasp, it looks like for this week, for those that are listening, this is the week of July 1st through the July 7th. Jasp is the only person on the list to have met 2 challenges. Everyone else sucks.
Ooh, harsh words.
I mean, I'm on that list too, buddy. Tal, you've met 1 challenge, and that leaves me with 0. Yes, I'm terrible. Well, actually, I challenged Shadow, which hasn't been updated yet, so I need to kick Kirby in the face for not updating.
Yeah, I feel like it hasn't been updated in a while.
No, it'll get up there. It'll be there. Last updated by Kirby July 4th. It was updated today.
Huh.
What are we gonna do with that, man? That thing.
Revolt.
So we'll go with that then. Super 20 new Super 20 rule, thumbs up. Now let's talk about Nightmare. Now I personally don't know a lot about Nightmare. I came in when he was already council. The four of you have got substantial time in the clan. Fox, we had a pre-discussion before the recording started. Fox is the oldest of the five here. Shortly coming up, Jasp second with I think 4 or 5 months of separation. What do you guys know about Nightmare? He just got his first contribution award. Now, for someone like me, I got mine early on. I got my first contribution award, I think, my second month. And that's just doing a few things, whatever. But Nightmare, who's been around for so long and has done so much, I'll start with Tao. Tao, why do you think Nightmare did not get it for so long, and do you think he deserved it way before he actually got it?
Oh, most definitely. I feel he didn't get it way before. It's because maybe newer members have kind of done a lot more flashy things, more noticeable things, and then his name was kind of pushed down the list. But it's as good as time as any to get an award, and we definitely, and I'm pretty sure Link wrote it out that he definitely needed this award and definitely deserved the recognition for it. So yeah, that's basically my reasoning why he didn't get it. I haven't known Nightmare as long as the other two have, so I can't really give more insight into it.
Okay. Let's see, Jasp. You've obviously been around for a while. How do you feel about Nightmare and his receiving the contribution award?
He very well deserved it. He's been around for so long, and I've seen him in action a lot. He helped me out with stuff as well. It's way overdue. He should have had it like a couple of years ago. So I don't know. He very well deserved it.
Mm-hmm. And Fox, same kind of questions to you. How do you feel that about his recent working? He actually, I believe he brought back the Super 20, which was formerly known as the Power 10. He's been around since 2005. So about and I guess Fox, same question. Another question as well is, how do you feel about the awards in general? Do you think they're a good incentive to produce quality work, or do you think they're more of just just to give you something, just to shut you up?
Well, if anybody's looking to get rewards just to have them, I think that's the wrong mindset. So, I mean, rewards are given for the work you do, but you shouldn't do the work just for the rewards. As for Nightmare, as for him, I guess I don't really see him that much. Our time zones are kind of not compatible very well. I've seen him on the server quite often though, so I have played with him. As a person, I don't really know him, but he is quite... I don't really know how to compare this, but he's kind of Link, but not. He's a Link kind of person, if you can see that personality.
I think I heard, at least from a couple of people, that if they ever thought someone was going to take over, it definitely would be Nightmare. Just because, as you said, they are very similar people. I think what cancels Nightmare out of the pot is either, just a lack of desire. I mean, 2005 is, I don't know, for some of us it seems like a yesterday kind of thing, and I mean, in all reality, it's 7 years. So 7 years Nightmare's been in JAWA. Not many of us can say that we've been part of an organization for 7 years, let alone 4 or 5. Well, unless of course you're the 2 out of the 5 gentlemen here right now with us. Northstar, you've been here for a good bit, and Tao, you've been here for a good bit as well. But yeah, I guess obviously it's overdue if he's been doing as much as he has been for so long, and he's been a consistent hard worker. I don't think you can say enough about that kind of work ethic, but I guess we'd like to see more of him. But I guess that time zone. What is he? Is he in New Zealand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's what it says on his profile page. I'm not sure if he actually is still there.
I think he is.
How long has it been since that thing was updated, right? God knows. Northstar, do you have anything to say? Well, Northstar, you were a fellow council member with Nightmare. How do you feel about Nightmare with, the contribution award and everything?
He did great work, and glad to see him actually get the award. Yes, that's all I have to say.
Awkward silence.
Man, a few words.
He is. So that wraps up the general discussion of this month's monthly BS. We are cutting it a little shorter with the monthly BS just because we have a few new segments we're going to be introducing. We're going to kind of wrap up this discussion with just a roundabout, thought on JAWA currently. We are in July, beginning of July. We've had a few leavings. Some of our closest friends, former podcast members, Robin and Chryso, have departed us. So we miss them deeply. They come around from time to time, at least Chryso does. But Fox, how do you feel about JAWA right now, this afternoon, this evening, where we currently stand as a clan with everything that's been happening? Good things and bad things all together.
Well, to be able to see the amount of good things you have to have some sort of bad thing. So you can't just be completely good. I guess it helps the clan grow, gets people to come together at times, even when we want to rip each other's heads off. But I think it's going strong. And I'm awesome.
Happy. Yeah, you are awesome. Northstar, how do you feel everything is going?
Yeah, we're bringing in lots of new members, and members are always the new future of JAWA. I mean, we're doing great, and can only go up from here. And I'm very pretty.
Jas, same question to you.
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty fine actually at the moment. It's going rather smooth, and I don't see anything troubling right now, so I'm happy.
And finally, Tao.
Yeah, everything's going smooth. There's a big turnover of members currently. People leaving, people coming back, people leaving again, blah blah blah. But it's nice to see that steady stream and ins and outs of members, just because the future of the clan, like Northstar said, is in the members. So it's good to see the new talent coming in, and I'm excited for the future.
JAWA's a good place to be. The summer has definitely blown in some winds of change, but I think overall we're doing very well, and we'll continue to bring new and exciting things for the members to enjoy. And on that note, that'll end the monthly BS discussion. Thank you all for tuning in, and stay tuned for what we're calling the new members spotlight. Thanks. Hey guys, this is Dopey here. So I'm kind of in the middle of making the podcast right now, and came across a prank call audio that I guess we did on Jazzy, council member Jazzy. I guess we were going to do a bit with him on the podcast, and he wasn't around, so I had his number, and I gave him a call, and kind of had some fun with him. So, here you go. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so, yeah, we're calling Jazzy, a.k.a. Jasper. Yeah, Jasper. His name is Jasper, just like yours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's gay. Okay.
Thanks.
Is your real name Jasper, too?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all related? No?
No.
Are you really recording this?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
This is gonna be the prank for this episode.
I think I've already cussed once many times. Y'all be quiet. Can y'all hear it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Okay. Hello? Hello? Is this Jasper?
Yeah, who's it?
This is Bruce.
Who?
Bruce. Dude, it's Dopey.
Oh, got it.
Hey.
Hey, man.
Hey, are you your saxophone or something? Where are you? We've recorded everything. We need you. Where are you?
I'm on TeamSpeak. I'm getting on it.
Yes.
Hey Jazzy, I'm gonna move you in here.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey Jazzy, stop the phone.
There we go.
Don't hang up on me, Jazzy. Jazzy, hang up on me.
Sorry, I texted Northstar. I said I was gonna be late.
Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 4 of the JAWA podcast. This month we're introducing a couple of new segments to the format, I guess you could call it. I'm going to take it over. I'm actually going to pass it over to Jazzy, who's going to introduce this new segment, and we'll go from there. Jazzy, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Dopey. I just wanted to acknowledge a new member of the clan, or sometimes that isn't to say that trialists will be excluded. I believe that this month specifically we are going to acknowledge one specific member. That Dopey, do you want to announce it later, or should I go ahead and announce who gets it this month?
Tell you what, you go ahead, throw it out there, and we'll talk about it.
Alrighty, cool. Well, the idea is to promote somebody who is a promising, aspiring new member who we think will do a lot for the clan and who we think is a great addition to the clan, or just simply somebody who we think is just a very good person or a very active person in general. This month, or this week, I guess, we're going to acknowledge Mitsuki for being the newest, or one of the newest members. She's very active and very friendly, always willing to help out, so everybody congrats to Mitsuki. And I suppose I'll hand it back to Dopey for more discussion.
That's right. A little confused on the name there. Maybe you know something we don't know. Is it Mitsuki or Mitsuki?
Well, I mean, you could. It's the Japanese translation would be Mitsuki, but like, I guess you could say Mitsuki. I mean, however you want to say it. I'm just pronouncing it with like sort of a Japanese-esque accent, I suppose.
Is that because you're Japanese?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. There's always just a...
I guess you could say you're Japanese?
I mean, I'm definitely Japanese, but I guess I just have a personal guilt pronouncing Japanese words with a Caucasian accent.
Are you also playing the drums over there?
Oh no, I'm not playing the drums. That would be my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, he's a percussionist. He practices drums constantly.
Is there a Japanese way of saying father?
Otou-san.
Espaja.
Alright, so back on subject. We are talking about Mitsuki, who is the Mitsuki. Mits. She is the episode 4's new member in the spotlight. I guess I kind of first met her probably one of her first couple of days on the server. Very quiet personality to start out with, but if you ever get a chance to talk with her, she has a lot to say. I got a chance to talk to her over MSN a few times. Really nice person. Has kind of taken a lot of crap from some of the lesser mature folks, I guess, on the server. Even a few applicants who have taken not necessarily pot shots, but just a not normal direction of conversation. With get dabbling into the sexual harassment type scenarios. But she stuck around. She's been very active, and she's worked with Zoe Carter on improving her abilities as a player. And is just always very friendly. Anytime someone joins, she greets them as if they're BFFs, with hearts and flowers and confetti and all kinds of crap. So yeah, I dig her. I look forward to seeing what she can do in the future. Anybody else have anything to say about Mitsuki? Fox, you always have something to say.
Confetti and all sorts of crap.
You know.
I would not want to be showered with crap.
What would you
Liar.
like to be showered with?
If anything, water. Or maybe brownies.
What about bacon?
No.
That's so greasy.
It'd be like swimming in grease.
That's called foreplay for me and North Star. Oh! I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm gonna bleep that out too. Alright, anyway. So lame. North Star, how do you feel about Mitsuki?
I feel that she's going to be a great member, and I like that she was super excited when I asked her what the day was and accepted her as a member and all that.
Okay. Going down the line, continue on. Jasp.
I've not personally talked to her that much, but from what I've seen and from what I've heard, I think she'll be a great addition to the clan and a bright future for, you never know.
You never know. And Tao, finally.
Well, I don't know the inner workings of Mitsuki's mind like you do, Dopey. But I'm excited to see her. I'm excited to see her, see what she can do to the clan, and I like her positive attitude with everything. It's a great addition to some of the more negative people in the clan.
Shut up.
Fox.
That's right. Positive thinking brings positive vibes. So thank you, Mitsuki, for your warm-hearted personality thus far, and we look forward to working with you in the future. As we all All right. Anyway, GG's. Thanks, y'all, and stay tuned for Q&A.
Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. This is Fox, and we are going straight into the Q&A segments. But first, we have to introduce some people who recently came in here. We lost North Star, for whatever reason I was not told. We now have Jazzy, which may have been here for the last segment. And we also have Vince joining us. So, alright, the first question we got from the JAWA members, who I was not told the name of, is how does the podcast team feel about the shape JAWA is taking from the new blood that has joined since January this year up to today? Let's see. I figured this question is more aimed at the older members, so let's go ahead and start with Jazzy.
I feel like the podcast is a means to make people more comfortable with one another within the clan. It's always more frightening to just base your knowledge on someone based on text that you see, as opposed to actually hearing the voice that's coming out. And I feel like a lot of the members that have joined recently, or not necessarily recently, but within the past year or so, such as Dopey and the others, and returning members like Tao, have really taken the initiative and worked really hard to make sure that that happens. And I hope that they continue to do that.
Okay. Jazzy, I think you might have misunderstood the question. It does happen, folks. Those listening, we do have blips and mess-ups. Yeah, how do we feel as it... I guess the direct question was, how does the podcast team feel about the shape JAWA is taking from the new blood, I guess the new members that have joined since January 2012. So, the question, I guess, is more related to...
the whole clan.
Yeah, how do you feel about the new members that have joined in comparison to, how do you feel the new members are shaping JAWA as a clan as opposed to, the older members? What are we doing to make JAWA awesome, I guess is the question.
Well, coming up with ideas like the podcast. I guess what I'm trying to say... Oh, I see what you mean. How did the podcast team feel? I guess that would kind of discount Dopey, seeing as though he is the podcast team. But
What?
We'll snap that.
well, I mean, like I was saying, I mean, I feel like especially the new members are like, well, Dopey, you joined. When did you join?
Start of 2012.
Yeah, so that applies to you, right? So how is my
Oh my
answer
gosh.
wrong? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like the shape of JAWA, I don't know. I guess it means that it's. I feel like it's becoming more of a comfortable place for people, and I feel like there used to be kind of this big gap or divide between veterans and newer members, but I feel like that gap is kind of closing now, thanks to the new blood, I guess, as the question says.
Yay, new blood.
Yay, Dopey. Without Dopey, we wouldn't have the podcast.
Without everyone here and our brothers that are not, we wouldn't have the podcast. I do appreciate the thanks, but rest assured, everyone listening, everyone contributes something to the board. We are all useful and we are all loved, and I love you all. Yeah.
So nice.
Touching. I have a tear now.
Alright, I guess moving on to the next person. Jasp, how do you feel about the new blood?
The new blood, brother.
The new blood. Well, there's always a lot of interesting people in there. Some of them I try to get to know better, and some of them are either in other time zones. Anyway, they are all, yeah, they're the future of our clan, of course, and so far they're shaping things the right way. I haven't seen anyone make a mistake, and I also enjoy the fact that there are some old members returning and stuff. That's also a very nice thing to have, so I'm happy with how things are growing, and yeah.
That's a good answer.
Hey, Theo is an older member than me, but okay. Personally, I have not been around that long, so well, it looks like the same it was before to me. I don't have much to say.
I love you, Vince.
Man, a few words.
I think I think we're doing a good job in general, but yeah, that's all.
Does anyone else have a particular opinion in this question that they would like to voice? For me, I mean, I guess I've been here so long, I've seen, well, when I'm active, I've seen a lot. But I think it's changed quite a bit from what it started out as, in a good way.
Yeah.
From the people that joined since January, I have become friends with a lot of them. There's a lot of... I'm losing words here. There's...
This hosting job ain't easy, is it, Fox?
It would be easier if I knew what I was saying.
You make it look easy, Dopey.
Dopey is amazing. Appreciate him, everyone. There's a reason I am not the host. Oh my goodness, next question.
Alright, now I actually had something to say on this.
Well, fine. Dang it.
I mean,
Let me fall in the hole.
Yeah, I'll catch you. I mean, as a quote-unquote new blooder or new blood, whatever, it is kind of intimidating to step up to all these old fogies and kind of make yourself known. And I mean, you know, people are so used to their set ways about things that they're afraid of change. They're afraid of being left behind as the clan moves forward. So I guess, you know, inadvertently they'll try to keep the clan stagnant to keep their own ideals in motion, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, I honestly don't think it's a bad thing. It's just the way things end up happening. But as I've come to know a lot of these guys, like Jasp and Tal, Jazzy. You guys are all here, so I can speak about you freely. They're great people, and as a new person coming in, meeting so many new friends, I mean, it's an awesome feeling. That's kind of why I plan on sticking around for a long time. And as we just mentioned, you have kind of the new member spotlight with Mitsuki. That's someone who I'm looking forward to seeing kind of flourish into a well-known member eventually, maybe coming into her own type of style as a person, and maybe one day we'll get her on the podcast. Who knows? But yeah, new blood's a good thing, and the old blood is a good thing too.
Does anyone else want to pop in before I move into the next question, or do you want me to move on to the next question and then pop in?
Tao.
Tal
Yeah.
hasn't said anything yet.
Oh, just listening to you guys. You guys have such beautiful voices.
Speak up.
Derb. Alright, I guess I haven't answered this question yet. New blood. Vince, when did you join?
Last October.
Damn. And
Peace out.
Dopey, you joined at the beginning of this year, right?
Yeah.
So I guess
Actually,
among...
acceptance was like 2 days before Christmas, but I'm technically a January type guy.
Type guy. Alright, so I guess you're the only one really that applies to this here, so I'll talk about you specifically and then in generalize. So in terms of Dopey has done a lot for this clan, right? So we can generalize that to basically everyone that's come in. Like I said before, we've had a huge turnover of members lately. Chryso, Robin, Tendril, Tessa, all leaving. Those are the ones that stick in my mind specifically. And then we've got a lot of new people joining in, like Nova, Mitsuki, we've talked about, and all these other newbies that I believe will probably bring a new, fresh approach to how we run this clan. So, in terms of answering this question, new blood is a good thing, and I feel like the new blood is definitely bringing a new way, and like Fox touched on, it's definitely different than how it started, so I feel like different is good, and I'm excited for the future.
Fox, you get to move on to the next question now.
So
Awesome.
I get the clap now.
Hit your teddy.
Yes, well, thank you for that wonderful clapping noise.
Is that what that was?
I hope so. Alright, next question. It really has no connection to the clan at all. It's more personal. What is your morning ritual when you wake up in the morning, and what is your nighttime ritual before you go to bed at night? Supposing you have
Oh god.
And it better be PG.
Yes,
I was thinking.
What?
Justin, do you have a morning or
Oh, I go
nighttime
first.
ritual?
Morning ritual. That depends. On a free day, I don't have a morning ritual because I start in the afternoon. I like to sleep in. But
what a bum.
Lucky dude.
may I please be a bum? I just, wake up. That's how it starts. Eat a bit. Switch on my PC. See if there's any mail or anything. Grab myself some drinks or whatever I need that I ran out of. And
Buddy in your channel timed out.
as for nighttime, well, as you all probably noticed by now, I join you guys on TeamSpeak often enough till I start getting a little sleepy, and then usually I either switch on the TV or read a book or something till I can't keep my eyes open, and then I just doze off, and then the morning starts again. Unless there's work, of course, then I have to, I'll fix breakfast, fix my lunch, and then go to work and shit. Oh, pardon.
Banned.
Just
More
be
work
a
for
bitch.
Dopey.
You're fired.
Oh, God, Jasper.
If you did hear that, we just lost Vince.
Yeah.
He got scared.
He'll be back.
His morning and evening rituals were not PG, so he tried to escape. Alright, next person. Let's go with Dopey.
Ah, yes. Morning morning ritual is pretty basic. It's not really exciting. I'll wake up and actually my phone will wake me up. I'll throw that against the wall a couple of times, get out of bed, do a few scratches here and there.
You must have a Nokia.
I got an Android. What is this thing? Incredible? Yeah, HTC Incredible. Yeah, walk to the kitchen. Usually, find something to eat that's pretty disgusting. I eat terribly. Throw that in the microwave, a couple seconds, pop out, and I'll actually jump right on the computer and look at the forums for JAWA. So that's pretty depressing. Not really. Go see how the wife's doing, who's usually passed out till 11. Shower and hit the road for work. It's pretty basic as a 9-to-5 guy really pretty much is. Nighttime ritual, kind of the same thing in reverse. I'll climb into bed, throw covers over me, and that's about all she wrote. I don't do anything special. I think I shower in between there to, not stink. And, yeah. What defines a ritual anyway? Like, something that, no one else does?
Something you do, every night.
Oh!
Or every morning.
This is really gross. Y'all ready for this? Okay. So, I've got, sensitive skin. To the point where, if it's really dry outside, I'll itch. I have, dry skin, I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, sensitive skin, dry skin. And it gets worse on my feet because, you wear socks all day, and any kind of moisture you would develop gets dried up by the socks. Well, so, at nighttime, sometimes, depending upon how bad my feet itch, I have what's called a pet egg. Now, this thing it was on an infomercial maybe 6 months ago, and what this thing is, it looks like a cheese grater, but for your feet. So, I will cheese grate my feet until they stop itching. And there's this little capsule area that holds the gradients of your foot.
Oh god.
And it looks like Parmesan cheese. So I've kind of been storing this for about a year now, and I've got about, I would say, 4 cups worth. I haven't been storing them in cups, I've been actually storing them in Ziploc bags. I'm hoping to do an epic prank one day where I can substitute someone's Parmesan cheese for my foot shavings. Yeah.
Oh! Alright.
Whenever this ends up happening, I'll be sure to film it. Just because the sheer face that this person's going to make eating my foot shavings is going to be something that should be caught on camera. And hopefully there's a chase scene in between there where I have to run for my life. But, yeah, so I grate my foot with a pet egg. And, yeah, there's a ritual for you.
Well, if the audience hasn't lost their lunch already, I guess we should move on.
Next, I want someone to top it. Do something.
Let's go with Jazzy. How does your morning ritual go, or nighttime ritual, if you have one?
I generally wake up at 10:30 or 11, and then check the forums in my email very quickly. Immediately afterwards, I usually pick up an instrument that I have out, whether it be clarinet or saxophone or bass clarinet, whatever it is, and then I practice Bach for about 2 hours. And then I do boring things during the day, like sit in front of the computer and practice more Bach. But then I get on Jedi Academy, usually around 4 o'clock my time, and then I play Jedi Academy for a few hours, and then after that I find some form of dinner. Following dinner, I just generally sit in front of the computer and check the forums again, and then I usually end up staying until about 4 a.m. and then go back to bed, wake up again next day around 10:30 or 11.
It's a Bachathon.
Yep.
Life of a musician.
I used to be a musician, and my life was nothing like that.
Yes, but that was a school band.
Whatever. Alright. Let's see, Tao. Have you anything to say on this?
What do I do in the mornings and evenings? Alright.
Yes.
Usually I slap my phone up a few times, kind of like Dopey, except I don't throw it. I slump out of bed, take a shower, and eat some breakfast, help my dad make some lunches because he and I go to work together. We work in the same place. And then go through work throughout the day, come in the evening, shower again because I do some manual labor at work. Hop on the forums, check what's going on, play some Jedi Academy. Currently in the summer, I'm studying for a big test, so I usually study for that for a bit. And then time to go to bed. Basically my day.
I'm noticing a trend. Everyone
Yes.
needs to shower. That is a common
Yes.
thing. Fox, do you shower?
I do, surprisingly.
In the pond?
No, in bacon.
Does anyone else, like when they were taking a shower, they put their head up towards the faucet and just like get some water in their mouth and just like spit that crap everywhere? Is that anyone else do that besides me?
Everybody does that.
Yeah, I gotta admit that.
I do not.
Well, I live under a bridge, so I don't really shower.
I clean.
That's boring, man. Come on.
Among other things.
Do you dance in the shower?
No, it's not quite that large enough.
To your channel.
Welcome back, Vince.
Why, thanks.
No, my mornings and evenings are quite unusually boring. Basically, I wake up, take a shower, cleaning, thank you, and hop on the forums until I have to go to work. And then in the evenings, I'm basically on the computer all night until I decide I'm too tired to continue, and then go to bed.
How are you all not fat like me? How does this happen?
No clue.
Tau's Canadian, that's why.
Wow, really? Bring out the Canadian card?
So no one else has. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of left alone in this one. No one else has a odd ritual.
Sorry.
Well.
Well, yours is just disgusting.
Yeah, on a whole nother level. I mean, you keep it in bags.
I mean, it looks like cocaine.
That's
some
no.
cop is gonna raid my house and like dip his finger in there to see what type of brand it is. I'm like, dude, that's my foot.
You're gonna make the listeners throw up, man.
So no one else. I mean, there's no one else here has any rituals, like any, pray. Does anyone pray to Jesus? You got any Christians in the house?
No.
Jas, you pray to Jesus?
No.
Oh. You pray to a nook?
I pray to Carl Sagan.
Sorry.
Well,
Alright.
I think that might wrap it up.
You can now go enjoy some pasta with some lovely Parmesan cheese.
Dopey Street.
Made fresh at Dopey's house.
No one come to my house for dinner ever.
Not for macaroni.
Alright, well, those were the only two questions this episode. So I guess I'll hand this back over to Dopey to finish things up.
Alright, so... Hey guys, so if you're still listening, this is pretty much the end of the podcast at this point. We had an idea for a member spotlight, not a new member spotlight, but kind of a member of the episode idea that was going to happen. We ended up scrapping it, mostly just due to time constraints and just, other complications. I do hope that you did enjoy this episode. We are going to go with a different format, starting with this Thursday, actually. We'll be doing some recording for an upcoming episode, and hopefully it continues to work out for everybody, and we get some new speakers and some features, whatever. We're gonna kind of wing it for a bit, but hopefully it'll come together in the end, and we'll do our best to entertain you guys, and I hope y'all enjoy listening to podcasts and all that good stuff. Y'all take care.